Yo, what's up people, this is Luke from the Hue. I want to discuss Elden Ring Nightreign, FromSoftware's ambitious new multiplayer game that everyone initially thought was going to be another DLC. You know, a lot of other people who got a chance to play in the network test for this game recently shared their thoughts about it, if it was any good or not. Now, from what I've seen, almost everyone has said the same thing, that the game has some minor issues, but overall a very fun experience. They did tend to brush over those minor issues though. I think that's the Souls community way of doing things. You know, excuse all the problems with a Souls game because it's FromSoftware, but I see what the developer was trying to do. I too participated in the network test for Nightreign. I got some enjoyment out of it, but honestly, I don't think FromSoft needed to make this. Yeah, I know Elden Ring was successful, it's a Souls game, but Nightreign is not really just this. If you haven't realized this yet, FromSoftware likes to experiment. That's part of the reason why we don't have a Bloodborne 2 as of the date of this video. They've done this with Sekiro, that's action/stealth, the Armored Core franchise, and most recently with Elden Ring. Those games are targeting a genre. For example, Elden Ring is FromSoftware's experiment of taking their Souls formula and applying it to the open world genre. And it was very successful. The first Souls game I've ever played, Elden Ring is a gateway drug. Many of you can attest to that. And with Nightreign comes another experiment. FromSoftware is attempting to experiment with other genres using their trademark Souls formula and their reused assets from Elden Ring. And here is where the problem arises. You can be a fan of FromSoftware and still criticize their games.
I'm like the last person to hate FromSoft. I think I'm probably like their #1 glazer. I just really think it's a terrible direction to turn just Elden Ring and bosses from previous Dark Souls into a roguelite battle royale inspired basically mini-game. You're overreacting a bit. I'm not even overreacting, I'm saying I hope it's good, I'm not sold on it. Like, there's nothing I've seen that makes me excited. It all just makes me skeptical. It just looks like a fun mod I would enjoy for an hour or two before going back and just replaying all the Souls games again for the third fucking time. Like, you won't find a bigger FromSoft fan. But I'm also just not a mindless drone who's just gonna be like, oh, FromSoft, everything perfect. Like, I can absolutely still have, like, some doubts on a product they make.
Now, I understand that the network test is just a small portion of the full game, but the concept won't change. What I experienced while playing the network test is a mishmash of several genres stitched together while removing almost everything that we enjoyed from Elden Ring itself. Let me explain what I'm talking about. Based on the press materials and marketing for Nightreign, the game will thrust players into co-op multiplayer PvE combat, teaming up in squads of 3, and they must outlast a 3-day and night cycle, making split decisions about exploration across a changing map to take down terrifying bosses at the end of each day. Okay, by definition, that's a roguelike. I like roguelikes, but I've seen a lot of people online who don't. As soon as you start a run, you're gliding in and dropping down into the map so you can then scavenge for weapons and consumables. Now that's definitely Fortnite. And also, I hate Fortnite. So, we have 3 genres now in this game. We have a Souls game, a roguelike, and a cooperative PvE. That's a lot. The funny thing is, after the network test was over, we were asked to fill out a survey by FromSoftware, and there was a question in the survey that asked what games do we like to play. And you can see right here the market space that FromSoftware is trying to break into with Nightreign. I mentioned earlier that Nightreign removes the things that made a lot of us enjoy Elden Ring: exploration and the euphoria of simply stumbling onto shit. How Nightreign is set up completely takes that enjoyment away. The Fortnite aspect of this game has you enclosed within a decreasing circle within the map, which means you are on a time limit. Imagine if you were playing Shadow of the Erdtree and you only had a limited amount of time to explore. That would take the fun out of it, wouldn't it? Do you know what took the fun out of it for me? Because of the limited time that we had, in order to get to the final boss, and I beat the final boss doing this, by the way, I had to prioritize the mini bosses and the churches to level up fast and to increase my flask respectively. Oh, there's no time for exploration. I gotta get shit done. So therefore, your runs just turn into boss rushes. Bosses that you have already fucking beat in the base game. Reused assets, remember? It's laughable how a regular enemy in the base game has a boss life bar in Nightreign. For me, this is not how I would like to play a game that has the words Elden Ring in the title. The base game is my favorite FromSoftware game, and seeing so much of what I liked being taken away in Nightreign makes me want to just go back and play Elden Ring again. Appreciate you for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and as always, this is Lou from the Hue. Until next time.